guys, in this video we're going to be taking a cheeky peek at how to rationalise denominators. So in this video we're only going to have a single term on the bottom of the fraction in the denominator. Part 2 will be about trickier ones where we have two terms on the bottom. So let's get cracking. So the third rule that we need to use a lot here is that if we multiply root A by root A, that gives us a number A. So the square root of a number times the square root of the same number multiplies together to just give us that number. So when we're talking about rationalising denominators, what we're doing, if we have a third on the bottom of a fraction, we want to move it up to the top. Remember that a third is an irrational number, so to rationalise something, we are turning it into a rational number. So what we're going to do with 1 over root 2, to rationalise root 2, we need to multiply it by root 2. But we can't just come along and multiply a fraction on the bottom, because then we're completely changing the value of that fraction. However, if we're a little bit sneaky and do exactly the same thing up on top, then all that we're really doing is multiplying this fraction by 1, because root 2 divided by root 2 is just 1. So if you multiply anything by 1, you're always just going to get that same something. So up on top then, if we do 1 times root 2, we're going to get root 2. And on the bottom, root 2 times root 2 is going to give us 2. So 1 over root 2 is equal to root 2 over 2. Job done. Okay, 3 over root 5. So this time we're going to need to multiply by root 5. And we have to do it top and bottom. We're always doing it on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so up on the top, 3 times root 5 will give us 3 root 5. And on the bottom, root 5 times root 5 will give us 5. So 3 over root 5 is equal to 3 root 5 over 5. Okay, having a peek at this one, so 9 over root 7. We're going to need to multiply the top and bottom by root 7. And that's going to give us, up on top, 9 root 7 all over 7. So 9 over root 7 is equal to 9 root 7 over 7. Okay, the next one, root 2 over root 3. Okay, so this is a bit different because we've got a third up on top. Now the important thing to remember is we're not worried about irrationality up on the top of the fraction. So we're not bothered by the fact that we've got this root 2 up on top. It's only the root 3 that we need to sort out. So we're going to carry on exactly as we have been so far. So it's the root 3 that we need to rationalise. So we're going to multiply top and bottom by root 3. Now up on top, that would become root 2, root 3. And on the bottom, root 3 is 3. Now you would never really want to leave your answer like that. Always combine a third multiplication. So root 2 root 3 is going to be root 6 all over 3. Job's a good one. Okay, so again a little bit different. We've got two terms up on top now. Again, we're carrying on exactly as we have up to here. So we're just going to multiply the top and the bottom by root 7. If you like, think of the top as being in brackets. Okay, so up on top, we're going to be doing 1 times root 7 and root 2 times root 7. So 1 times root 7 is going to give us root 7. And then root 2 root 7 will give us, well, root 2 root 7. And then on the bottom, root 7 is going to give us 7. And then if we simplify the top a little bit, we're going to end up with root 7 add root 14, and that's all over 7. Okay guys, so this video will be continued in part 2, and we're going to be looking at trickier ones where we have more than a single term on the bottom of the fraction. They do get a tiny bit trickier, so be sure to check that out.